Count them. 1, 2. This is the amount of hits the Orioles had tonight against the Houston Astros. You can count them on one hand. You can count them with fish. You can count them with whatever you want to. 2 hits for the Baltimore Orioles tonight on Sunday Night Baseball when the lights were the brightest. The Orioles did not show up on offense. I'm Kevin Oestreicher. This is Kevin and Zach React. We are your post-game Orioles destination. And we come to you live after every single Orioles game. We go through all the emotions with you, through the highs, through the lows. Tonight is certainly a low for the Orioles. They end up splitting with the Houston Astros, which I think for a lot of people, especially after Thursday and kind of how that went, if you would say, oh, the Orioles would have split with the Astros, people would be like, oh, okay, that's great. But, of course, tonight kind of went through all of the underlying issues that people have with the offense that we have talked about on this show. And it's tough because, look, we'll talk about playoffs. You're not going to win the regular season with 2 hits. And one of the hits, I mean, look, let's play the game, everybody. Let's play the game. How'd the Orioles score their runs tonight? Can anybody guess? Is there an educated guess out there as to how the Orioles scored their runs tonight? It's the home run ball. Again. 2 hits, one of them being Ramon Urias' 3 runs shot. Shout out to Ramon, by the way, who has really done his job in the second half of the season. But, man, I mean, look, if you're going to hit the home run ball, hit it with guys on base. But obviously the big point of how the game got untied was I don't even know where he is. It's Birch Fish. There's Ripfin. Birch Fish is probably hiding from the shame of what happened. But look, you're not gonna. We can talk about. There he is. He's right there. He came out. But you can talk about Birch Smith. You can talk about the bullpen and whatnot. Dean giving up the 3, although I thought Dean did really well today. I'm not placing this on Dean whatsoever. I thought Dean showed up. But at the end of the day, you're not going to win any game unless you have 2 grand slams with the 2 hits with guys walking. Just looking at the box score, 10-2 in terms of hits is brutal. It's brutal. So I don't really know where else you want to go with if we're playing the blame game. I don't really know where else you want to go with this if you're not talking about the offense. I get it was disappointing for Birch, but we'd be playing extras if the bullpen didn't give up those extra 3 runs. So, yeah, that is what happened. Bobby asking, do we just have an error a game now? Defense has been an issue all year. Obviously, Ramon was the hero on offense, but obviously was the defense Gold Glove. Not a lot of that tonight from Ramon. But the defense is the biggest concern. If you're a reactor, if you've been with us on Kevin and Zach React, both Zach and I have placed a pretty clear emphasis on this defense is not going to take you anywhere. Because errors and miscues, and if you want to talk about defense, pitching, offense, any level, defense is the big part here. And those errors loom so large in regular season games. Playoffs is 10 times more because you have to be not perfect, but so close to it in the playoffs in order to win a World Series. There's some leeway for error, some room for it, but you got to be good on defense. And this is where you make good habits. The Orioles haven't had good defensive habits all season. It's one of the big concern points, especially coming from a defense that was really good last year. It was so good last year. And it's just taken a huge dip this year. I also saw, where's the other comment here? Beanie saying they haven't won 3 straight in 2 full months. It's tough. And I see Wally with another stat here. The team has scored 3 runs before the 6th inning only 5 times in the last 20 games. Look, chat coming through with the stats, man. Appreciate everybody for putting these stats in here that we can work off of. This offense is an issue, consistency-wise. Talent-wise, they have it. Being consistent is the key, though. And again, put it on the shirt. I don't know how many letters it is. I'd have to do some quick spelling math. But put it on a shirt. Consistency. That is what it's going to be. And I do agree with Kevin here. Great name, by the way. They are missing Westy really badly. Now, Ramon has stepped up and done a lot better than I thought. Obviously, Jackson. And by the way, because I did the Ravens stream for those who weren't aware of kind of how yesterday worked for us here on the show. I did the Ravens stream yesterday because Zach was busy, and then I got busy when the Orioles stream happened. So Zach did that. If you're with us on Friday, I take full credit, Golden Tee, whatever. I take full credit for Jackson getting that hit because I said on Friday's stream, I said he's 0 for 20. That's his age. He just wanted to get up to his age in at-bats. 21st at-bat, it's a hit. And if it happens, I'm taking full credit for it. So I'm staying true to my word. I'm taking full credit. Actually, I'm going to check, Ed, I'm going to check here. I know it feels this way, right? I know you're not saying that every single game is 2 to 3 hits, but I'm going to quickly check their hit totals over the course of this series. It was 7 yesterday when they came back to win, although all their runs came on that one Jackson Holliday swing. 8. Then you have 3. So 2 out of the 4 games, the Orioles were held to 3 hits or lower in this series. The Orioles had some magic happen in those other 2 games and, played better offensively in the middle set. But look, coincidence that the Orioles played better on offense and they won those 2 games? That is what it is. The Orioles had some, I will say, over the past 3 games, they've had some level of that Orioles magic that everybody's been hoping for. And where did the cardiac comeback kids go? Well, they've had a lot of that in the past 3 games. Unfortunately, in this game, it was only to tie, and the bullpen kind of did their thing. And Birch did not get the job done. But yeah, it's tough with games like these where there are so many winnable moments, and we know this offense can put up runs, but they can't get it done. I mean, there's not box score wise. What is there to talk about? I mean, Ramon is the one up. I mean, Dean obviously as well, but Eloy was the only other one who had a hit in this game. Obviously, he came around, but Rivera here had 2 walks. He was the one getting on base a little bit. Tony had a walk. Gunnar had a walk. So 4 total walks in the game. So they got on base a little bit. But Adley, another 0 for 4. I know everybody's concerned with Adley. I am as well. Zach and I have both been concerned about Adley. I don't know what the deal is. Has he needed an IL stint? Zach and I have both said it probably would be good to get him on there because it feels like, whatever the back thing was or whatever his injury was, it's tough to kind of see him go out there and struggle the way that he has because we know he's so talented. This is a guy that is one of the best catchers in baseball, but I mean, look, he hasn't been playing like it over the past 2 months, 2.5 months, however far back you want to go. It's really tough. So, man, it's just about, we know the Orioles can put up runs. We know they can, but can they do it enough? They're now 1.5 back of the Yankees. The Yankees won, the Orioles lost. So we're starting to get more of Orioles win, Yankees lose, or Yankees win, Orioles lose. But yeah, I mean, I see Boom Boom talking about it right here. Feels like we got to switch up the lineup. Does that mean Gunnar goes back to leadoff? Does that mean Colton goes back to leadoff? Does that mean you move Adley down again and put him back? Adley in the 5 seems like the most viable to me right now. Ramon and Jackson, I mean, until Westy comes back, that's probably what you're working with, unless you want to bring up some other guys. I mean, Tony has to play every day at this point because he's your source of power, at least one of them. I think he has to play not every day, but some of it. But this also, the lineup is in limbo right now because we don't know what's going on with Mountie. We don't know what's going on with Seti. So with Mullins and Mountcastle kind of in limbo right now, Daniel Johnson was called up. We don't really know what this is going to look like. I mean, we could see from now for a little while now, we could see Colton and, Slater be a full-time guy. Now, I mean, look, he's kind of been that for them recently with, Zach being a Slater or whatever you want to say. But with Mounty and Seti, that's going to kind of change up how you do things with this lineup, because if they have to miss extended time, Seti was a guy you would, not that Seti was lighting the world on fire or anything, right? But I mean, at that point, your lineup just becomes a little less. There's less total potential in the lineup with Rivera playing first as opposed to Mounty. And, it's tough because Slater's been hitting so well for them since coming over. I know tonight it wasn't 0-for-4 for him, but man, you just kind of you lose a lot of spunk with those two, even if they're not playing the way that you would hope and expect. Mounty's been in a slump recently. Mounty's been in a huge slump. Seti hasn't, he's not the Seti of the past few years with his hitting this year either. So again, sky's not falling, right? I'm not going to come on here and say season's over. Again, you split 2-4 with the Astros. You feel okay about that, especially after how Thursday went, getting shut out in the whole 9 yards. You see the magic pop up a couple of days in the past weekend here. Yeah, and I see you, Joe. Eloy's a ground ball guy. He loves the ground ball. So yeah, I don't know. And this is Boom Boom saying here, you got to worry about the Orioles first, but I hear you with this. And I know that you do. I'm not calling you out specifically, Boom Boom. I know you don't, but I'm just talking about in general. Like I'm talking about me, where I know it can sometimes be easy to get caught up in, the Yankees lost, Yankees did this, Yankees did that. And yes, that's a big part of what's going on, but the Orioles got to take care of their business first. And then, if the Nationals can take 1 or 3 from the Yankees and the Orioles can take 2 or 3 from the Dodgers, maybe even if it's a 1-for-1 where, maybe the Nats can surprise people and take 2 or 3 and the Orioles can take 1 of 3, even something like that. That's something. I know a lot of people are not. No, I'm not calling him out. I was talking about me, not him. Justin's a good dude. But yeah, but this is the thing too. Anything can happen in baseball. Anything can, right? Greg's saying it right here. Rockies beat the Yankees. They did it. So Nationals can do it as well. I see this comment here. Let O'Hearn play always. I think O'Hearn should get more opportunities. It's just a matter of playing the matchups. The Orioles have faced a lot of left-handed hitting recently. We know, and Ryan O'Hearn has come on the Ryan Erkin show and just said, man, I can't figure out these lefties. So it's about the overall pitching matchup. You can use that data to your advantage, but I think O'Hearn should be getting it's tough though, because let's look at, because O'Hearn has been in a slump, or at least relative, right? O'Hearn's been in a little bit of a downturn. Adley's been not great. Mounty's been not great. Jackson was 0-for-20. It's things like that. Eloy has kind of fallen back down to earth. Those are the guys they need to get going. Seti as well. And is everybody in the lineup going to be going at all times? No. But, Colton carried this lineup for a long time. Tony's done it all season. Gunnar obviously has had plenty of moments this season, not discounting that. Adley at the beginning of the year did it. Ramon's kind of doing it right now, if we're being honest with you. So it's just a matter of, can enough guys step up at a time to go in there and do it. And this is I'll pull it up every time I see it. Consistency. I'll scream it. I'll scream it from the rooftops, from the mountaintops. So I'll get up on top of the studio and I'll scream it. Consistency. So that's kind of where we are with that. Let's talk a little bit about the vibes right now. Right, they split 2-4, excuse me, with the Astros. They split that series. I mean, what's your vibe level of the Orioles right now? Are you feeling good about them? Are you feeling not good about them? 1 being you're not feeling good, 10 being you're feeling great. After they split with the Astros, where's your confidence level in this team? We saw the magic come back a little bit. We saw some pretty poor performances as well, especially offensively. Starters, I thought, overall, outside of Corbin, did a really good job. Right? Did a really good job. I mean, you got to tip your cap to Suarez, tip your cap to Dean. I mean, they've gotten what they've needed to out of Suarez and Dean recently. 3 straight quality starts, I believe it is, for Dean. And yeah, it's kind of like the reverse of what everybody thought, where it's like, oh, Corbin hasn't been great for the past month or so. But you get it. You're getting enough where, again, if Corbin has to carry you for the full season, Corbin carried the rotation for a little while there. He absolutely did. And I see Biohack saying he's at a 5. If they get Eflin, G-Rod, Westy, Coulomb back, feel like an 8. Man, if they get those guys back, I'm feeling like a 9. Like 9.5. I'm feeling good about them if they get those guys back. Doesn't mask all their issues, right? Doesn't mask all their issues. But as I've been saying it for a long time here, Eflin, G-Rod, Westy, Coulomb. That group right there is the best reinforcement package that any team has in baseball. I think would boost all 3 levels. Obviously, offensively with Westy, with Eflin and G-Rod, that's just, it helps your rotation out so much. And then Coulomb is just a solid arm in your bullpen. So Greg is saying it right here. Just survive. Get into the dance, right? If you're a wild card team, you're a wild card team. You win the East, you win the East. But just get into the dance somehow. I'd be pretty floored if they didn't make the playoffs. I think that would call for major, major, major changes. And there also are a couple situations where there are big changes that might happen depending on how far they go. So we'll see. But it is tough. I see Brian. What's up, Brian? Saying, what's our biggest issue right now? Bullpen aside, offensive consistency. I mean, that's where I'm going, where we know this offense has talent. We know they have power. We know they can, live by the home run ball and whatnot. But as I mentioned, 2 of the 4 games here, they had 3 or lower hits. They had 3 hits in the first game, 2 hits in this game. Everybody's talking about the bullpen and, Burch did this, Burch did that. And yes, I mean, it's a factor of how they lost most definitely. But if Burch didn't give up any runs, if, no runs were given up after Dean, I mean, we'd be playing extras. So, I mean, the offense has to be able to get guys on base more consistently and bring those guys around. Again, if you're going to hit the home run ball, do it with guys on base. I've said that. And Ramon did it tonight with a 3-run shot. But that was all you got. That's all you had. So, again, Adley is the X factor for this team, if we're being honest. Adley is the X factor. If he can get back, and I'm not even saying, okay, Adley, go be an all-star for the next month and change, but just get back to at least even just a middling player. I think that helps. Adley's in a huge slump right now, and I think that's where the concern lies with a lot of people here. Now, I know it certainly lies with Zach Bollinger, who is officially backstage. He was busy, but he's not busy anymore, and he's ready to talk some Orioles baseball.
Kevin, we have to kill the fish.
Okay.
Kevin, we have to kill the fish.
All right, and that was Zach Bollinger. So, yeah, the Orioles lose 3-2, 6-3 to Houston. Oh, you decided to bring yourself back on?
Yeah, but we'll let Birch Fish live another day.
Okay, well, he appreciates it, so and I appreciate it too, so thank you.
I mean, wouldn't be the first fish that's gone missing on your hands, Kevin. Wouldn't be the first.
They've not gone missing. No fish have ever gone missing.
We have yet to see them. But I know you've probably talked about Dean Kremer. Another quality start. Dino's stepping up when the team needs him. Then Ramon Arias. I saw actually I just saw this on X as well, but I think Biohack said, yeah, Ramon Arias' OPS is almost the same as Adley's now. So it's man, I'm not going to say I'm upset at this loss. Like, I'm more upset because they came back and tied it 3-3. But as soon as they lost that first game with Corbin Burns on the mound, a split was best case scenario. So I'm not going to be too upset. I would have liked to obviously win today, but here we are. I'm not going to be upset at this. Better, they're a damn good team. And I think the biggest thing is it was the Ramon Arias home run, because in my eyes, even though they lost, man, it felt like 3-0 was an insurmountable lead over the past few weeks. As soon as it hits 3-0, that's game over. For this team to just simply show the fight and resilience and refuse to give up, that's what we'll take. We'll take that any day of the week. And Sean saying we'll take a split. Yeah, if you would have taken if you would have told me before this series the Orioles split with how poorly they had been playing, if you told me that they split with the Astros, I would have taken it every day of the week.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think that everybody was praying for a split when everybody's praying for it once they lost that first game, and we saw the thing that I will take out of this is we saw the Magic come back.
Yeah,
3 games in a row, even with Urias tonight. We saw the Magic come back. Now, the Magic didn't prevail tonight, but it prevailed in the first 2 games, and I think that at least gives you a little confidence boost, right? Even if the offense got back to being consistent in this game, I think it was enough to say, okay, you can build off of that, but can you do it is the thing. Can you get – I mean, you said it during the post-game, both when Tony hit the grand slam and I caught the beginning when you're talking about Jackson of last night's, which, by the way, I took full credit for, like I said I was going to. But you said that, like, what can they do with this Magic now? What can they do with this momentum? Obviously, it didn't work out tonight, but I think this Dodgers series is going to be telling. I don't know if there are any updates on Ohtani after he got hit in the 8th. Did you see that?
What was that? Oh, I'm not sure. I've not seen that. So
Ohtani got hit in the hand in the 8th inning and was in a lot of pain. So I don't know if there were any updates on that. But every team goes through injuries right now. Every team's going through them. And the Orioles, again, as I mentioned right before you hopped on, is if they can get – I mean, Eflin should be back September 1st, right? He said that he's all good.
Mm-hmm.
So so then you get him back. That's a huge boost. Grayson, Westy, Coulomb come back. Much needed reinforcements out of those guys. So hopefully you can get him back sooner rather than later.
Yeah, and it is at the end of the day. I'm looking forward to this series against the Dodgers because you got to take at least one. I would love for you to take 2, obviously, get a series win. But we say going into this, if you get 3 and 4, to go 3 and 4 over this 7-game stretch, unfortunately, with the way this team's playing, you would take that. So if you can win 2, take it. If not, you got to take one of these games and just stay afloat. I think I saw someone earlier saying we're relying on James Wood to take over this week because what are the
Yankees are playing the Nats.
I hope. I also saw that Yankee fans are gonna say or national fans are gonna chant like "Come home, Soto" when he's there. I saw that going around on the internet. So
he's going to the Dodgers, dude. He's going to the Dodgers.
I hope so.
He's going to the Dodgers. I'm calling my shot now. He's going to the Dodgers.
I hope so.
Can you imagine that team? Ohtani, Mookie, and Soto, along with all the other guys they have.
Yeah, Freddie, Jesus. Let's not talk about that. That would be so stupid.
That'd be disgusting. Although, hey, you know what? He'd leave the AL, so
yeah, I wouldn't be too upset. We
like
just got
whatever.
Soto to the Mets is the one I want. I would love Soto to the Mets.
Hey, you could play in the outfield there.
Yeah, he would have to.
Yeah. Well, did you exercise the Orioles demons that I cast over there?
Yeah, I think we did. So hopefully, hopefully the vibes are. Kevin, I'm not gonna lie. I'm in love with. For those of you who don't know, I was late because I was doing a fantasy football draft. Very open about it. So love my squad.
Who were you open about it with? Did you post it on Twitter?
No, I feel like I just have told. I'm not saying. I'm just saying.
I never said where you were. I never said where you were.
No, I'm saying I'm being open about it now. Like that's
okay. All right. Well, since you're bringing it up, you want to share?
Yeah, dude. I mean,
are you gonna pull it up?
Yeah, obviously.
Oh, nice. All right, cool.
Yeah, welcome to Kevin and Zach Reacts featuring my team.
Let's go. By the way, we are doing some Martin Ripken Show fantasy leagues. I also put up my Locked On Ravens fantasy league tweet as well. So we have a limited number of spots in the Martin Ripken Show leagues, Locked On Ravens leagues. Anybody can join. I make as many leagues as people that are interested. So, yeah, if you want to go find the tweet of mine or on Instagram, comment under that post, just message me, and I'm putting those leads together over the next week. And then for Ryan Ripken, show leagues, go and comment on that tweet as well and follow those as well. All right, let's see here. What do you got?
All right, so I started off hot with Amon-Ra at pick 5. CD Lamb actually fell, but I was too scared.
Oh,
I was too scared.
CD at 5.
Dude, I was too scared. I was
way too what?
I just don't. I don't know. That just
look. I am not on the CD at 1 train. Like I know a lot of people are. I am not.
I was too scared.
But CD at 5. Now watch when we live stream our draft, he's going to be there at 5. I'm not going to take him. Yeah. But all right. So continue.
So I got Amon-Ra. Then I went. Derrick Henry was sitting there. Had to just for the vibes.
Had to. Was that 15?
Yeah, that was 15. Okay. Then got Devon A-Chain, Nico Collins, Devontae Smith. I think then Dalton Kincaid. Jordan Love was my quarterback. I took him in like round 10. Then my bench. I'm loving my bench. Zamir White, who I think is going to have a massive season. Amari Cooper, Zeke, Mike Williams, Brandon Cooks. Caleb Williams was my second to last pick. I was like, I'll take him. Curtis Samuel. Dude, I don't know what it is, but.
All right. All right. Let me show the pending move. What's the pending move?
Oh, I don't think that I have one. I think
you got to trade. Go
up.
I'm
sure
go
I got
it. Hit it. Pending moves. 1. Hit it.
Oh my god!
Oh, let's go! Accept it. All right. What? Name your price. How much would it take you to accept this trade? How much money would it take you?
I am not giving up Evan or Amon-Ra St. Brown.
No. How much money would it take you to accept this trade?
None. I am not doing that.
Come on, it's content. That is content.
And throw away my league.
Hey, you get money out of it, man. You get money out of it.
This league is like $1,000 pot. I'm not.
Is it actually?
Yeah, that's why. That's why I'm sitting there. I'm not. No chance. No chance, Kevin.
Oh my god. Well, Malachi's spoken. Sorry to say.
Okay, no, Malachi's in the league. Actually, I think that was Malachi. I think that was Malachi who even sent that offer.
Was that Malachi?
Oh no, it wasn't.
Oh.
I was gonna say. I was like,
oh man.
That was Malachi's. I did tell people that I'd come on here talking about our draft, so that's why it's in the chat.
Yeah, we are gonna have a live streamed, like each one of the 5 of us will have a team, and then we're gonna get some hopefully special guests on for that league. We'll have a Holy Shirts and Pants league. Share that screen. That screen. Let's see it. Let me see it.
I'm not seeing any. I don't know.
You got to refresh your page.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't see any. Oh my gosh, there we go.
What is it?
Okay, so Malachi is now offering me. This is ridiculous. I'm even sharing this on my. I would be receiving Michael Wilson for Derrick Henry and Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Hey, Michael Wilson's a sleeper this year, man. Don't sleep.
That is crazy. Malachi also drafted both Bears wide receivers on accident.
Like he didn't know they were on the Bears?
No, he forgot that he took DJ Moore. Then like 4 rounds later took Keenan Allen. And was like, oh, shit, I did not mean to take 2 Bears wide receivers. So now he's living and dying with the Bears.
Absolutely love it. Joe wants me to put the Discord link. So let me grab that quickly. The right Discord link.
Yes, please make sure it's the right one.
And yeah, we only have 2 Ryan Ripken Show leagues. If there are 12 people that want to form a league, or I guess 11 people who want to form a league, I will make it a Locked On Ravens league. We're not doing that for Ryan Ripken. We're only having the 2. So if there are people either in the Discord or people and you want to form an 11-person league with me in it for Locked On Ravens, you can do that, and we can figure that out. Joe said put the Locked On Ravens league link in the disc. Oh, okay. Yes. All right, Joe. I'll do that after then. But I will put the regular Discord link in here. Why not? Zach, is Ramon Arias the hero of the Orioles?
He might be. He damn well might be, which is crazy to say, like you said. Like what we need? Everyone and their mother wanted him DFA'd like 4 weeks ago. Now he's like the
We were
biggest.
saying he was going to get traded.
Yeah, we thought it was almost 100% he was going to get traded.
Yep, crazy.
Yeah.
What was your what was your biggest storyline of the game? Sorry, my computer's just freaking out.
It's got to be Dean. I'm just another quality start, 3 straight. Obviously, Ramon's home run is dope, but I'm just really happy if Dean Kremer can just continue to give these guys chances to win and keep them in games. That's all you can ask from Dean Kremer. So I'm happy with how Dean is playing right now, and if he can keep it up, it's all you can ask for. You know, we've just asked for consistency from these guys, especially a guy like Dean Kremer, who you're not necessarily expecting to go out there and give you 7 shutout. It's just keep him in the game. You know, give the boys a chance to win. And when he left, it was 3-3. So, you know, he didn't blow it. He gave him a chance. He kept it in him, and it was a tie game when he left the game. And if you told us that he'd be leaving after 6 innings in a tied game here, take it every day of the week.
Yeah, and look, I mean, Corbin hasn't been great for the past month or so. And it's unfair to him to expect him to carry the rotation all year, every single game. And so to have guys like Suarez step up, Dean step up, Cole stepping up in moments here as well, you know, you want Corbin to be an ace, and he certainly is. I'm not trying to discount how good of a player he is, but this last month stretch has been pretty brutal by his standards. So, you know, if the Orioles, they had inconsistent pitching outside of Burns, and it was, okay, Burns is the ace, and you know he's going to be out there and doing his thing, and everybody else is kind of, you know, you can get maybe good or really bad. It'd be bad when, you know, Corbin comes in and has the month that he does, and then you don't rely on anybody else. But it's much like what we talk about with the offense, where you can't rely on Gunnar and Adley to carry the team for the whole year. Other guys have to step up. Same thing with the bullpen, although the bullpen has been inconsistent enough. Man, I think I have to, you know what? We're not gonna take away Birch Fish's nickname, but I think we're gonna strip the solution nickname from Birch. I think we have to do it.
We have to.
I think we have to do it. And I don't know who it's going. I think it's vacant.
Yeah, no one's been the solution recently.
If anything, you put it on Suarez. You call him the solution.
Oh, Docky, we can't do that. Apparently the solution is bad luck.
Yeah. Well, okay. All right, then let's test it out. Should we try to play like voodoo magic?
No, we are not trying to see if this is going to screw up.
No, not for the Orioles. We're taking the solution name away from Birch Smith. And who's a Yankees reliever?
Clay Holmes. Let's just give it to Clay Holmes. Let him keep doing what he's doing.
Clay Holmes, he's already bad, or at least bad relative. Or who's a Dodgers reliever that we could maybe see if this works against?
Gosh, who is closing out games for the Dodgers these days? Is it still Evan Phillips?
Oriole legend.
I don't think Evan Phillips actually ever closed out games for the Dodgers.
Yohan Ramirez. And I know he's not there anymore. Cope. I forget they traded from Kopech. Oh,
yeah, I think it is Evan. Yeah, I think it is Evan Phillips.
We get to play your doppelganger.
Oh, Joe Kelly, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Give him a little lip. Give him a little lip, baby.
All right, so who's their best reliever this year?
I would say Evan Phillips, probably.
Okay, so Evan Phillips' new nickname is the Solution.
Let's try it out, baby.
Was he in the
Orioles organization? Yes.
No. But was he in this? What trade was he in?
I think he was just DFA'd. I think he just got.
Was he DFA'd? I thought he was in one of those, like, not the Machado deal, obviously, but like, was he? Because he came from the Braves, didn't he?
Let me see.
I thought he came from the Braves.
Yeah, he came from the Braves.
I knew it. I knew he got traded. It was for fucking Gausman. I remember that.
Who was it?
Gausman. It was Gausman's scope.
Nice. Electric.
Love that.
Yeah, we also got our old friend Jack Flaherty on Tuesday.
Oh. Let's go. How do you think that goes?
I have no clue. I have no expectations for this road trip because, like, playing against a World Series favorite in the Dodgers and going out to LA, just win one, hopefully two.
Yeah, I mean, if you can take the series from the Dodgers, man, that is a win, absolute win.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah. And Kevin, I can't stay on for much longer, but I did want to address this.
We do have to talk about it.
Yeah. Rogers start in Norfolk Day, 4 1/3, 10 runs, 9 hits. Listen, was that great? No. Is it awful? Yeah. Am I worried about that? No. He's down there to work on things. Like, he is there. We saw it's like when Jackson Holliday went down, immediately started sucking. You know how many times you see these MLB pitchers go out there and their first rehab start, they just get destroyed because they're trying to work on things. He's trying to throw new grips. He's trying out new arm angles. He's seeing, okay, well, if I throw this pitch more, well, if I do this, and there's going to be ups and downs. He's going to get hit hard, but it's one of those things where you have to work through it. It's like Jackson Holliday went down there and started struggling immensely. Now, am I saying that Trevor Rogers has the potential of a Jackson Holliday? No. But we've seen pitchers plenty of times before go down to AAA, change things, and come up and be reliable again. So if he keeps doing this, if it's 10 runs is his average in the next, 4 or 5 games, yeah, then that just sucks. But I'm not going to hit the panic meter after one game.
No. I mean, the thing with Rogers is, and look, I've said this, and I've said this, and you've said it too, it's the package. It's the package. They gave up too much. And we have said that from the literal second it happened. Right? We're not coming. Oh, we weren't kind of timidly waiting in the corner and saying, "Oh, well, if this is good, we're gonna say it was great." No, from the second it happened, Zach, you and I both said that's a lot. That's a lot, and probably not the player that you should have traded those guys for. And I get it. Look, team control is valuable. Starter team control is even more valuable. But it felt like the wrong guy at the time. And it feels even more so now, especially with Norby having a homer in back-to-back games. He's up in Miami doing his thing.
First Marlin in history with 6 extra base hits in his first 6 games with the team.
Yeah. So, again, I will die on the hill that if Luzardo was healthy, it would have been Stowers, Norby, and a mid-level prospect for Luzardo. But we're living in this timeline, not that one. Exactly. And can't win them all, but it stings when you lose them. And right now, look, Rogers has time to work on it, work it out. But for this season, it was a loss because you didn't get a guy that can help you this year, it looks like. And the whole point, obviously, is to go out there and get 2 starters that can help you this year. One is helping you in Zach Eflin, and the other is not. So my copium is just go and trade. Go and trade the packages. You gave up Norby and Stowers for Eflin. And
then it's all great.
And you gave up the other guys. So there you go.
Kevin, before I hop off, any last conversations we want to have real fast?
I think we can just kind of call it here, honestly. Yeah.
Tough game.
Orioles lose to the Astros. Yeah. Tough game all around.
Yeah, I'm in Columbus, Ohio right now, and I have to get back by the 2:30 show tomorrow. So we'll see.
Well, I just found out what time the show was.
Oh, I actually just did about 10 minutes ago, and I texted Ryan and was like, yo, by the way, I am like 6.5 hours away. So what time?
Yeah, I make that drive all the time, so I know it can be a pain to get to and from there.
Yeah, but you know what?
Although Columbus does have some of the best pizza in the world in Massey's Pizza. If you've not been to Massey's Pizza, go get Massey's Pizza.
I don't know if people are going to Columbus for the pizza, but
you absolutely should. And did you get Massey's Pizza while you were there?
No, I didn't.
Well,
you're gatekeeping it until my last day here. So
I was not gatekeeping.
Yeah, it seems like you were.
Wow, are you gaslighting me? Is this what we're doing here? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Wow. Unreal.
Yeah. So I'm sleeping at 7 a.m.
You're waking up at 7? Or are you going to sleep? Okay. Jeez.
Kevin,
I will be.
Kevin, I'm not going to bed at 6 a.m. like you.
It has been. It's been busy. I mean, these last few weeks have been pretty busy. By the way, I know that we both have desks in the new studio. I'm bringing in so much stuff for my desk because we're going to have desks next to each other.
That's the other thing is like usually I would just be like, yo, I'm doing this virtual, but it's the first one.
I can't go in tomorrow because I have Bleacher Report right in that time frame, so I have to be here for it. But I will. I have a plan of a couple of things I want to bring in for my desk, and then
I'm excited.
It's going to be. You got to bring in stuff too for your desk.
Oh yeah, I'll decorate my desk.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, no. Anything else?
I think that's it. Orioles lose, back on the saddle with their 3-game set with the Dodgers. Of course, we'll be right back here for you again. They're off on Monday as they make that trip over to the West Coast. But that means we have an off day too on Kevin and Zach React. But as Zach said, we are going to be, well, he will be in studio. I will not be. I'll be virtual. The Ryan Ripken Show tomorrow, apparently a 2:30 start time, as is gospel from Zach Bollinger's mouth. And we'll see you.
Hopefully, that's what I'm planning on getting there. So hopefully it doesn't get pushed up.
Yeah.
I'll be virtual.
Oh, no. Yeah. But we'll be back, obviously, on the Ryan Ripken Show there. And then we'll be back on Tuesday. And those are going to be late, by the way, for everybody else, not for me. But we'll have our Kevin and Zach React. It's a West Coast series.
We are back on the West Coast. Wow.
Coming up. That 3-game set for what, Zach? 12:45 a.m., 1 a.m.
Yeah,
and React streams starting.
Oh yeah, it'll start late, and then the Orioles are also off right to what's it called? Aren't they? They're in Colorado. Although that over the weekend,
that's an hour ahead.
Yeah,
of West Coast time. That's
Mountain time. So actually, those are just 8:40 start time, so those aren't too bad.
Yeah, that's not bad. But yeah, the 10:10 start times, I know for a lot of people will be a little crazy. So if you end up being asleep for the Kevin and Zach React, be sure to check it out on the playback. It'll be on YouTube, obviously. So hey, we're your post-game destination for Orioles content, Ravens content, Baltimore sports content. Hit that like and subscribe button. Tell a friend, tell a family member that we're here for them, and send them our way. We really appreciate it.
Send them our way.
So we'll see you back here soon. Zach, you want to do the send-off?
Yeah. Orioles drop another one, 6-3, but we will be back tomorrow, as Kevin said. Just kidding. Brian Ripken Show will be tomorrow. Kevin and Zach Reacts will be back on Tuesday, late night edition. We will see you all there. I see the questions about Chihuahuas. We will address it at a later date. Chihuahuas.